You're in the mix.
SKM presents Strictly for the Music Podcast. You are now live with the #1 podcast for all upcoming artists worldwide.
It's the real deal.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. This is Strictly for the Music Podcast. I'm your host, SKN. The next guest I got live in direct is a San Antonio, Texas-based artist, hip-hop artist, Third Class Music, with his debut album, Hardwood Drive, Paid to Play, Robot Bars, In Between, and his 2020 album release. Give a warm welcoming to 2-5 Raptor.
Yo, thanks for having me, man. Shout out to Strictly for the Music, man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you coming on this podcast. It's gonna be dope, man. So let's get into this, man. So your first debut album was Hardwood Drive. Give us a little backstory on how you created this project, man.
Hardwood Drive was kind of like a trial and error album, to be honest. I got into music not too long ago and started wanting to figure out how to get, a bigger audience as far as like a nationwide audience, start to emerge as an actual artist. And at the time was just a chef, working 9 to 5. And so it was kind of like therapeutic for me at first, but then I got interested in, kind of pursuing it and see if it was possible to become a modern day, hip hop artist on the scene. Nowadays, the whole industry's changed. So yeah, man, it just kind of went with that. Kind of rambled, man. Your specific question was exactly what again?
Oh, the creative process and the backstory of Hardwood Drive.
Oh, man. Yes. Yeah, man. It was mostly instrumentals on that one. Like I said, got introduced to Distro Kid and the whole, business side of everything that involves music. And to be honest, it was kind of a trial and just an upload trial just to get some artists going and see if anybody was actually digging the sounds I was making. But on the side, I was, getting better at mixing. And the mixtape I released is called Little Something. It was actually just a follow-up drop for it. And it was mostly tracks I did on my cell phone, and just equalized them and kind of made them unique in the mix way.
All right, man. That's dope. All right, man. So tell us a little bit of something on how you got involved with Third Class, bro.
Third Class was actually a stamp that I found in my father's garage. And it was just an odd old stamp. It was actually at the bottom of a bucket filled with just, miscellaneous screws and bolts and whatnot. But it just kind of hit me, and when I found it, it was at a crazy time. So it stuck with me, and I started thinking about what it meant. It was more of like a mentality to represent. Hopefully one day I could represent that as my official brand and get that going the way I want it to go. But, Third Class mentality, kind of like waking up hungry, waking up anxious, knowing things are tight, stuff like that, and just wanting to get it that much better.
Hell yeah, man. That's dope, bro. All right. So, man, was Pay to Play your first, your song you recorded, man?
No, it's actually just a contest release, for an app I get on. It's actually the app I started just kind of freestyle dropping tracks on, no hook kind of tracks, and started working with my pen as well. It was an app called Rap Fame. And that Pay to Play track actually was just kind of like a genre test for me. I kind of picture it like in a classy restaurant, and me getting past with the tuxedo on and actually getting to do something there. So it's just a really fun track. I wrote the little hook that Pay to Play, and I just kind of ad-libbed the rest of it. The rest of it's kind of just a freestyle.
All right, man. Hell yeah. Okay. So let me ask you this, man, about Rap Chat, man. How did you discover this, man? And did you collab with any artists off that app?
Yeah, most definitely. Like I said, I got on that app kind of on accident, and I thought it was a really unique idea and kind of cool. I visited another app, I believe it was called Rap Chat, and I don't know what it was about Rap Fame in particular. Maybe it was a cruise and just the whole interaction with other artists similar to myself, but I kind of got sucked into it, to be honest with you, for a while, and it was a lot of fun. There's a lot of rehabilitation done with that app, and started a crew with a good friend of mine in Las Vegas, Nevada, who I've never met, of course, but he goes by Byron Walker, and we just hit it, man. He influenced me so much to use my pen and start working on what they call bars, and I really kind of fell in love with it through that. So yeah, it was a great app to be on. I still use it, here and there frequently.
All right, man, that's dope, man. All right. So after this Pay to Play was released, there was another one, Robot Bars, man. Can you give us the backstory on this?
Yeah, that was actually a collab with Byron Walker, but due to COVID and other issues as of late, it's been tough. I lost my equipment. I had every toy you could think of and had to get rid of it due to hardship. Naturally, we're all going through. But I actually had the opportunity to get my laptop and my old mic and my Focusrite and just kind of make an actual track on a DAW. So I whipped it up real quick, added a generator on there, and just kind of gave it that robot kind of ad-lib backdrop and let it rock, man. We shot it out there as a collaboration, actually.
All right, man. Hell yeah, man. All right, that's dope. So in between, man, this was a track released right after or right before you released your album, right? Or your mixtape, my bad.
Yeah. I uploaded that one, I believe, as a single a little after, yeah.
All right, man. Hell yeah. So, man, what was it about this song that you created that inspired you to write this, man?
Like I said, that one actually is another kind of just freestyle drop. All my tracks that I make, that's why I love the app as an opportunity so much, because they're kind of on the spot. Given the time in between my wife and my kids, I have 3 beautiful, healthy kids. They're 9, 7, and 5, so it's a lot, and I try to do my best to help my wife because, she's got the motherly instinct and I got to kind of do my best father instinct. But I'm happy that we're all still together, raising a family and getting through this and everything. But yeah, man, that song is just about speaking to community members strictly through the songs and how, some people have their guards up in the community. You try to interact with other people, and in some opportunities it leads to a negative kind of direction. So it's just keeping it on the track, man, and just letting it out in between the chorus and all that on the verse and whatnot.
All right, man. Hell yeah, that's dope. Okay, so leading on to your mixtape, man, and this was a banger that you dropped. So just give a little bit of audience on what they should expect on this album, man.
Hopefully they're surprised by it. Like I said, I got a lot of growing to do as an actual artist, so much to learn, and I have the devotion and inspiration to get there. But if you listen to this, you'll see a lot of raw recordings. It's a live kind of approach to it. A lot of it's freestyled and kind of spontaneous. But it's just how I'm feeling about working through the music industry, getting to know things, learning lessons, taking a lot of L's in a good way, and just growing, man, getting better, making sure that I'm there to support the artists that are, in a similar position to myself, get to do, nice things like this strictly for the music, and it's just good promotion and good networking between all of us, man.
Yeah, man, that's dope, bro. So, man, you are off the mixtape, man. You're hitting us with the first song, "Come at Me," man. Tell us how this came upon, man. Was this off of was this recorded off Rap Chat, Rap Fame, or BandLab? Like, which one were you fucking with the most on this album, man?
That was off of Rap Fame. One of the tracks on that album that I'm really proud of, man, it's called Funk Beat, and it's a beat I made myself, and it's just a pattern and a kind of speed that I've never really used before, but it's got, the title says it all. It's got a lot of funk in it, and it's an original track, made by myself and also, recorded as an artist by myself. So I'm really proud of that track. The mixtape did good so far. We got involved with some networking, got some ears to come and can take a listen. We got to around 60,000 streams on it. I learned a little bit about that while releasing that. So looking forward to dropping something authentic, quality-wise, and kind of still keep that spontaneous delivery that I have. The songs aren't mapped out. They're not, they're not predictable, and it's something I'm proud of about it.
All right, man. Hell yeah, hell yeah. So, Funk Beat was one of the songs that meant the most to you on this album.
Which one was that, sir?
Funk Beat. Funk Beat.
Yeah, Funk Beat, man. That was one that I was proud of. It's just a different approach. Came out really nice.
Oh yeah, big dog. All right, so man, one of the tracks that stand out on this album that caught my attention, because I like flexing, bro, and Maniac's another one, but man, he hit him like a Mac, man. That one right there, man. I don't know what it is about it. It has that Texas feel, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I really laid back on the bar focus and just kind of came up with a cool, funky pattern on that because, I really love and respect, rap songs with a real heavy message, dope wordplay, not necessarily a templated course and something that you're just going to see coming. Not that there's anything wrong with that. And that's something that I really did with this track is try to make it enjoyable for the average listener, and keep it nice and simple and work on the delivery on that one. It's got a cool little mix behind it. And shout out to my boy Amac, the designer, for real, because that was an influence on that track.
All right. Hell yeah, man. That's dope. All right. So let me ask you this, man. I know that you're in your beginning stages, man, but I mean the production on this album, this mixtape, I mean, is lit, man. I think you did an excellent job on it, with what you're working with, So
yeah, man, thank you.
This, man, is there a possibility, man, that any of the supporters or the audience can be looking forward to maybe some music videos, or maybe you already have a YouTube channel with music videos?
I have a YouTube channel, and it's got a backdrop on a song I did at that original storage unit I mentioned, the 408, my buddy's storage unit there, and it was a one take freestyle on GarageBand, and it was a nice delivery, and my buddy just went ahead and whipped it out for us. So I definitely want to look forward to making some videos. I have some great ideas I would love to add to the tracks I've done and remake some fresh ones as well. We're looking at maybe 2021, hopefully being a productive music year for myself. So definitely look forward to that. And I have everything from a Fiverr account, from an Instagram, everything, all the social media ready to go for people who actually enjoy it to come and follow me and help me out with this. So look forward to that.
Yeah, bro. On that note, man, go ahead and plug in all your social media outlets and let them know where they can find your music and how they can find you and be able to get in contact with you, man.
Yeah, definitely that. Everything from I have a link tree link that I'll leave for you there. We can put up, and then also, I go by 25 the Raptor, and that's on Instagram. That's probably where you'll find me the quickest. Good networking with a lot of people in the music industry over there. It's just the number 2, and then it's 5 spelled out, FIVE, and Raptor, and that's all in one word. So please follow me on there and get with me and let me know if there's anything mix-wise, feature-wise, or anything we could get going and just keep on growing. Most definitely.
Oh yeah, man. That's dope, man. All right, sweet. So, man, my next question, man, have you ever done any open mic, open slots, anything that you probably did a live performance at, man?
Yeah, it was right before the pandemic hit. Actually, I got my first show at a venue here called Frankie's Diablos, and actually right after that, I entered a contest, and it was held in a hotel, kind of a lobby area or a convention area. And what they did is they called it the Gauntlet, man, and they invited a bunch of artists to go to a contest in Austin, Texas. The winner from the separate cities would all meet there and perform one song. So standing in this long line, bro, with nothing but artists ahead of me, and the email told you to bring about 2 tracks, and be ready to perform them in front of judges and whatnot. So the whole line prepared for 2 full tracks to perform, and when you get to the line, you see people leaving the room quickly, and the people passing us start whispering, they're only giving you 30 seconds to just spit whatever you got. So they would bring in about 4 artists at a time, and sure enough, I went in, saw 3 artists before me, And I'm a freestyle rapper, originally. So I noticed these guys put a beat on their phone, and it took about a good 10, 15 seconds to get going. And so when I got my shot, I just kind of spit whatever I could think of at the moment. I couldn't even tell you what I said, and got the invitation to go to Austin, bro. And that show was the same week that the quarantine actually took place. So that show got canceled for me. We didn't make the trip out there. But things are still dangerous, man. And when things do start to cool down, and I don't put my family at risk much, definitely plan on getting out there and getting some shows locally and maybe around Texas getting going.
All right, man. Hell yeah, man. All right, so man, during this pandemic, it's hit us all, man. So let me ask you this, man: if you had enough supporters, like from BandLab to your Instagram, and they all just got together and wanted you to perform, maybe during like a live performance on like a live streaming platform like Instagram Live, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, would that be something you'd be interested in?
Most definitely, yeah. What I've really been appreciating is all the quarantine ciphers that have been going on. That's really good. That was a really good transition move that a lot of the artists made. So I look forward to doing all that. Currently, I don't have the luxury of a big area where I could just devote to music and live performances. So I would have to like probably arrange something like that. But I look forward to this year changing very rapidly. Once the beginning of the year comes, like I said, I'm really going to have the time and the business approach to attack this as an artist. So I really look forward to opportunities like that.
All right, man, that's dope. Okay, so let me ask you this, man. You said that you're a freestyle rapper, and this is something that I always ask every artist. Do you have any future collabs, man?
Yeah, always, man. I saw Wishmaster and NO Beats and all those good promoters. They were selling that Stevie Stone pack not too long ago, and that was interesting to me. But um, I really, if I had an opportunity to get a mentionable collab partner on a track anytime soon, I would probably show my respects to Houston and probably get an OG to jump on a track with me just to represent. I'm born and raised here in San Antonio, Texas, and we were all brought up on SUC, so that's always an exciting possibility in the future for sure.
All right, man, that's dope. All right. So far, man, what are your favorite collabs, man?
Oh man, I got so many, bro. But some really good artists that I've worked with. An artist on BandLab you may know of. He goes by Poem, but it's abbreviated Pome. And he's a really good up and coming rapper, man. And he's a friend of mine. Byron Walker. He's on Rap Fame. He's on Rap. What is the other one there? The other one similar to Rap Fame. Sorry. And he's an OG, man. He grew up in Yonkers, New York, man. He's got great penmanship, and I could read his rights all day. So he's one of my favorites for sure. Also, my wife, she's on the social apps with me. We have a few tracks together. She's a brand new artist that kind of was enjoying what I was doing, and decided to take part a bit. We have fun with that. So a lot of good collabs to mention for sure. Shout out to all of them for sure. A lot more to come.
All right, man, that's dope. Oh yeah, man. Okay, bro. So let me ask you this, man. If you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Wow, man. It's a split between Biggie Smalls, of course, being my whole influence and my favorite always, but it'd be between him and Method Man, just because, man, I love the rhythm that they come with, and of course, Method Man's approach, all those the way he rides a beat. So I just see those tracks would be a lot of fun on my part. So definitely one of those two for sure, man.
That's dope, man. Hell yeah. All right, man. Hell yeah. All right, dog. So let me ask you this, man. What makes you different from other artists that you probably hear on mainstream, man? Like, what makes you separate from them, man?
I mean, There's a couple ways, man, I'm okay with saying this. And the way that they're different from me is that they're a lot more polished. They're a lot more aware of attention spans and ways to really deliver on a track. And the way that I'm different in a positive way, I would say, is that I'm really unconventional. So like you could tell, some loud vehicle passing by me, but uh, I take a different approach at many tracks that I do, if not all of them. And anybody who enjoys a good bar or just a different change of pace, something fresh, something different, hopefully would like the stuff that I'm creating.
Oh yeah, man. All right. All right. So, do you have a message for the youth, man?
Yeah, most definitely. A message I could only preach just because it did it for me, man. Is that music could literally save your life, man. So, um, I mean, we're all touched by music, some more than others. And I know myself personally that just in the underground communities alone, man, there's so much that you could relate to. And the more and more you actually give listens to other people, the more and more you realize that like we are all thinking the same, and we're all going through the same stuff. So, uh, music, man, just use it. And life's tough, so anything that makes it better is worth paying attention to, no doubt about it.
Oh yeah. All right, man. That's dope, man. That's dope. Okay. So, what would you say that your targeted audience would be?
Mm, hopefully my peers. I'm 32 now, and what I was mainly going for when I started spitting, man, is just to bring some real hip hop back. I'm a huge fan of '90s hip hop, East Coast in particular, and I remember prior to starting to make hip hop music, and I'm really happy that I've been accepted by a large part of the community as well. It fits me well. It's natural to me, so I love being a part of it. But uh, yeah, initially I just wanted some real music to come back, some content. Things were getting a little watered down, in my opinion. But like I said, there's a time and place for all of it. So I've learned to come to respect every genre and mid genre that they have to offer these days.
All right, man. So, yeah, could you elaborate on what do you mean by watered down in the music?
A while back it seemed like everything was just for the song to go with the dance, and maybe some bars flew over my head in that aspect, but a lot of it was just really simple, and I understand why, because not everybody's a hardcore hip hop head and wants to hear every word and every lyric and break down bars like I do. I enjoy reading people's verses and kind of seeing the encryption there, but some people just want to enjoy a good melody and a good jam, while driving down the street, and I totally understand that too. So I guess watered down would be a disrespectful way to put it, but just not as complex as I thought and remembered it being at one point is basically what I was getting at for
All
sure.
right, man. Oh yeah. All right, that's dope, bro. All right. So, you got a favorite bar you ever spit in a verse, man?
Man, I you know, I heard you ask the last artist you had on your show that question,
Uh,
and when I heard you ask him that, I asked myself like, "Golly, what would I even pick?" And I guess one of the most, my wife wouldn't like this if she heard me say it, but one of the most meaningful bars that I wholeheartedly meant, which was one of my first songs, was and let me just remember the exact words, but it's basically something along the lines of, oh my gosh, sorry, it's slipping my mind here, but let's just go with something I've done recently. Recently, I wrote a song. It was called NFL, and it was an abbreviation for no fucking line. And basically, in the song, I just tried to be as clear and as vocal as I could be. But I basically just put on there Man, I'm just bombing this question. I apologize.
You're good, man.
uh, man, let's see here. Something I was proud of writing recently was definitely one of the bars I did with Byron Walker. And I will go ahead and pick, if I ever find it, that is. I'll pick the words, no time to stop and feel, ice cold truth revealed, flow uninhabitable.
Uh,
Yeah, most definitely. And that's just something that refers to learning that biz could feel real cold sometimes, and instead of asking for favors, just learn your lessons and keep grinding, man. Most definitely.
all right, man. So let me ask you this, man. What was it like growing up in San Antonio, man?
It was good, man. I've never come from a very rich family. We've always been, really, really modest budget, growing up. Uh, I went to a lot of different schools. My parents weren't, always together, so I was always here and there. But, for the most part, it's good, man. I learned a lot, different sides of town. Uh, got a lot of good people in San Antonio. So as long as you're respectful and you uphold the old school rules, and you're pretty well off here. So yeah, man, it was an enjoyable upbringing. My teenage years were wild. I had some crazy friends. We hung out a lot and wasted a lot of time just having fun. So, but now I have kids and my wife, so things have come quite calm lately, actually.
Dope, dope, bro. All right. So next question, big dog. Do you have any music guilty pleasures?
Music guilty pleasures?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know. One of the things I am guilty of is I listen to my music sometimes quite often. I don't know if that's a guilty pleasure. Is I actually enjoy myself. So I go ahead and peep those tracks every once in a while for sure.
That's dope, bro. That's dope, man. Like, your music hits, bro. Like I told you, man. Like, well, I didn't know you had multiple albums and multiple releases on Spotify. So when I went to your first album you released, man, I was like, man, bro, where
Yeah,
this
man.
man been at, man? How did I miss him? You know what I mean? So, man,
Yeah,
it's an honor to have you on this platform, man, and I'm glad that you took the time to do this because, man, this is another artist we get to spot the spotlight on and be able to introduce our audience to a new artist. So much.
yeah, man. Shout out to the audience for sure, man. Strictly from the music. That's real dope what you're doing. I really respect it, bro. And yeah, man, thank you, bro. And I'll keep it up, and we're gonna get it right, man. Give this a real shot pretty soon. So shout out to third class music coming up out the smoke there for sure.
Dope, man. All right. So, if you weren't doing music right now, man, what would you be doing?
Man, just working, my friend. That was one of the most that was one of the greatest things about stumbling across music is that prior to it my biggest hobby was basketball, and nowadays there's not much time to go hoop at the park for a few hours. So I could make music right now on my cell phone with the modern technology we have. It's that accessible and that easy. So I'm forever grateful for it because I don't know what I'd be doing without it right now. No lie about that.
Oh yeah, dope, man. All right. So, you have any goals leading to 2021, man?
Most definitely, man. Just continue to grow the brand. Uh, Start to gain a real audience, man. Like your comments today, they were real nice to hear, bro. And I'm really glad you feel that way. If I could sit a large group of people down and really give me their ear, make fans out of them, and we can continue to make some pretty interesting stuff. So, just gonna keep growing, man. And next year should be a real big year for all of us. Hopefully. And just blessings to everybody out there, man. I know this year's been crazy, so I hope everybody gets through it right.
Oh yeah. All right, man. So, what is the best advice you've been given, man?
So far, man, it's gotta be it's got to be the overall advice from everybody in the industry is that that there's going to be a lot of stop signs, man, and a lot of things pulling at you to consider making music far fetched or even a waste of time, man. And best advice that I basically inherited from all of them was just keep moving, keep working, keep growing, and if you really love it, learn all the aspects of it, and just cover yourself that way. And it's possible. It's definitely possible, man.
All right, man. Hell yeah. All right. So we're gonna have a part two to that question, man. What would be the best advice you would give any upcoming artist in your hometown, man?
Just know where you want to be, man. Uh, there's so many aspects of music and the industry if you're looking to get to that level and maybe make it your full-time job. Uh, Everything from acoustics all the way up to rapping itself. There's so many lanes, and just know what you want to do. And if you're serious about it, go to work and get it, man. It's definitely possible. Do your research, and anytime you get a tip from a fellow artist in the industry, just know that's very, very humbling for sure. And just keep growing, man. That's about it.
All right, man. So leading on to the next big question, man. How is your music going to evolve, and what can we expect in 2021, man?
I think I'm gonna try to evolve more into an overall artist. Do some collabs and really grasp the music theory concept behind the tracks. I want them to be enjoyable and get a new audience in that respect. So definitely look forward to some more tracks that are more relatable and well planned for sure.
Yeah, bro. You got any special shout outs you want to give, man?
Yeah, shout out to my family, man. My wife especially. She could have very easily had an issue with me pursuing music, and so I definitely want to take the time to shout out to her specifically. Shout out to Team Ballrific and Team Highway with my boy Mac, the designer, for sure, man. And shout out to everybody else in the communities, man. Y'all just keep on growing for sure.
Oh yeah, man. Is there anything that you want to touch on that I didn't speak on, big dog?
Nah, man, y'all just stay blessed, man, and much respect to you, bro. Most definitely, man. Strictly for the music, that's dope. I'm gonna share it around and represent it, man.
Hell yeah. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. 25 Raptor. You already know this is strictly for the music podcast.